Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Here's a second and 7. Check down to Breida. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
He's coming. We got double up. Go. 51 the mic. Get your swerve on. Hey, Mike 51. Hey, let's pin the mirrors back and go full strip. Check 52. Whip. Watch the whip.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 40.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's first and 10.
Two-jet bomber. Undercrunch. Go.
From the gun, Lawrence. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
To throw on third down, Lawrence firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And this Browns defense stands tall.
I'm coming after you.
Young on first down. Fleshed out right. And a throw right sideline is complete. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. On that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Buying time to his left. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Check. Crush. 36. Check 26. Check 26. Get it on. West. Check safety.
From the red zone now, Young. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. From 19 yards away. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Seibert on for the PAT. And the lead is now 24.
The kick is good. Makes the score Browns 24. Steelers nothing. Austin Seibert to kick off for Cleveland.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Looking to throw. Lawrence. That's complete to his running back, Connor. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
Now! Mike 51, Mike. Five.
Second and 1. Complete to Washington. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
First down, Steelers.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He's got the lane, and there he goes. Past the 20. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
Extra point, hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And a route is on here in this first half.
His kick is good. Makes the score Browns 31. Steelers nothing. Austin Seibert to kick off for Cleveland.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Well, conventional football, Football 101 tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
This is Breida, and he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Let's go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them.
Hey, echo. 51's the mic. Right here. Hey, Mike 51. Hey! Be triple.
To throw on second down. Lawrence looking deep downfield. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 38. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
To throw, Young. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. The sack by T.J. Watt, or as his mother Connie calls him, Trent Jordan Watt.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
After the sack on first down, Young going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Get that ball.
Now here's Young.
Here we go.
He's got the first down here inside the 30 and down to the 27-yard line. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
First and 10, Young letting one go deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Second and 10 now from the 27. To throw again. Young. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Ryan Shazier in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Mike 8. Mike.
Young will set to throw. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense. Just flooded the field with defensive backs. Blanketed everyone. Took away all the passing angles. Thus, the incompletion.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
After the made field goal, Seibert back out there to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down.
Alert flare, alert flare, flare, flare.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
51, Mike. Mike 51. Let him know, let him know.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
51 to Mike.
They go.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Lawrence. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And boy, again, they won't get this off in time. That's going to set them back 5 yards. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And that will hit and continue on out of bounds.
Good work, boy. Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down.
Let's go, D. Tight it up. Let's go, heavy. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Young now. He's got his man in the crossing route. A big play that time for Cleveland. And even 40 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Young. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. He's able to get 4 back on the run, but now they'll have to find something here on 3rd and about 14. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 14.
Switch. Right strong. Drive on. Under 10. Slam. Huh. SOS.
Young to throw it. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow. Out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
Brandon, you're never quite sure what the side judge or the field judge is going to rule there. That was awfully close, but in the end, he says it passed over the 1-yard line, and that's where they're going to mark it out. I mean, you can see it right there, right? See him walking up the sideline? Told him to stop right there at the 1.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
That 1st down run could not have turned out worse for a defense because when they came out on the field, their number one mission, keep them stacked up close to their goal line, and at worst, create great field position for their offense.
I'm here all day.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1.
Ready to break.
51, Mike, 51. You must be dreaming.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he will get the first down as he's up to the 20-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
Stephon Tuitt, the one that got him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here we go, here we go. 6-3, 218, chopper. Get it.
Back to throw. Lawrence, open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the fourth quarter here. You've held a team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job. Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league. Here's Bradley Pena now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time. And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
The play fake. Now Young. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. An excellent gain, 35 yards. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. Boy, shifts past him. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 47-yard line.
Let's go, Mike 50. Mike 50. Watch the snap.
On 2nd and 12. Young. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's man. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. From the shotgun, it's Young. Got an open man, it's Ratley. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 17-yard line. Well, not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Young. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's the bad thing. Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving. Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football.
Mike 50, Mike 50, Mike 50. Watch the pass. 50, 50.
Young here to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. They're inching closer and closer here to the wrong goal line.
When you're backed up like that, all you're trying to do is make sure you don't give up a big play, right? You don't miss an assignment that really gets you into more trouble.
Here we go. 8, read.
Check back 50. Hey, let's get some.
Pilot, 64, wait.
Here's Breida. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. They run again with Breida. And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Let's go. 15 lining. 15 lining.
You remember me? Let's go.
On third down, a run from Breida. And he's got room. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
And they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
30 base.
Go. Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Check.
Topper. Hey, wahoo.
Go. Say.
Fire.
On first down, here's Breida. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
70, Indy. Go.
Breida, he'll try the right side. He finds an opening past the 40. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 31 yards there and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10.
Check.
Yes.
Check 50, check 50. Check nickel. Ship.
Ready.
Now it's Breida. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Ready. 60 outlaw.
Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Calm crouch.
Go.
I'm coming after you. 6 guys.
2.
On second down, a run with Breida. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, D. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Converge. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, hey. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Check, 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 check. Check, 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 check.
Go.
Go, go.
They run with Breida. And out of bounds right around the 20. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Watch the pass. No, no, no. Off.
Hey, exit.
Kill.
Yep.
Now a give coming right is Breida. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. And the kick is good. So they provided some good drama.